C7H15Cl, a compound in alcoholic KOH, will get B C7H14 hydrocarbon, and again on ozolysis followed by hydrolysis we are getting acetone plus butyraldehyde. So this is our hint. So acetone butyraldehyde. So from this we can guess what is the structure of hydrocarbon. So let us see this answer. So we can see here this is the acetone and this is the butanol. Butyraldehyde is butanol. This is the common name. This is the UPAC name. So combination of these two oxygens. So we'll see the retrosynthesis. So a structure of B will be this one, and this we get only after the alcoholic KOH. This means we can attach Cl this side or we can attach Cl this side. So on alcoholic KOH we can get this type of alkane. So there is a two structure of A, this and this can be possible. A chloro compound has a following properties. Number A, decolorized bromine in water. Number B, absorbed hydrogen catalytically. And C, it gets precipitated with the ammoniacal Q plus chloride. And D, when vaporized, it will give you 1.49 gram of A. So this A compound, it will give you 448 ml of vapors at STP. So what are the, identify the compound A and write down the reactions involved. So we have one big hint of this one, 448 ml of vapors. So from here we can guess what type of compound this one. So let us see this mechanism. So compound A is the unsaturated from A and B. So it is very clear. So A and B is decolorizing bromine water, and B is it is absorbing hydrogen catalytically. So this is that. This is a alkene compound. And C, that is C, it gets precipitated with the ammoniacal Q plus chloride, means the C, so it has must have this CH grouping like this one. That's why you can show the ammoniacal Q plus chloride test. Now by using this conditions, so 448 ml of vapors at STP is equal to 1 mole, or we can say 22.4 liter of volume. So for 1.49, how much gram will be there? So it will be your 74.5 grams. So this is the weight of the molar mass. This is actually the molar mass of that compound. Now if you use it, so let the formula of the compound of is RCl triple bond CH. So that is R, write the molar mass of R is R plus 35.5 plus 25 is equal to 74.5 gram, because this compound is some alkyl halide. So here you get the value of R is equal to 14. So compound is nothing but CH2Cl R triple bond CH. So this is nothing but this is 3-chloropropene. So this is the answer of this second question. So this compound is alkyl halide, that is C6H13 and Cl. So in presence of potassium tertiary butoxide we will get Y and Z. Y and Z are isomeric alkenes. Again this on hydrogenations, then Y and Z, so we will get this compound 2,3-dimethyl butane. So what is X, Y and Z? So it is very clear. So from here we can guess what could be their Y and Z. So let us see these answers. So this is the 2,3-dimethyl butane on hydrogenations, and the double bond could be at different places, like it can be this side or it can be this side. So these are the Y and Z isomeric alkenes. And again if you use that say potassium tertiary butoxide, so what will happen? This will add Cl. So Cl will be added here only. So we will get this compound A. So A is this alkyl halide. This is the compound A. A, X and Z. A, X, Z is this compound. X. So this is compound A. A is C5H9Br. And the characteristic of this compound is that it can decolorize bromine water, and second it can decolorize KMnO4 solutions. And it will undergo reduction with tin HCl to give C5H12H11Br. This is a B compound, and this A will react with the sodamide. On heating it will give C compound, and C has no acidic hydrogen, so it do not react with the sodium. It does not form metal acetylide. And C react with the Lennard catalyst and sodium liquid ammonia. It will give E and D, and these two are isomers. So you have to identify A to E compound. So from here it is very clear that it can decolorize bromine water and KMnO4. So this must be an alkene compound. Not alkene, it can be unsaturated hydrocarbon. So again it is giving your here compound which do not contain acidic hydrogen. This means any alkyne is there, but it will not be your terminal alkyne. So let us see what could be the possible answers. So we can write here answer. See here. So this compound is A, C5H9Br. On heating with the sodamide, we will get C. So this is only possible because if you take this compound which do not react with the sodium and does not form metal acetylide. So this is the possibility with this is. It cannot react with sodium. Is this compound putting this side, so it has a terminal hydrogen which can react with the sodium. But if you put here double bond, triple bond, so it will not react with the sodium. Now this compound can react with the Lindblad catalyst, so we'll get a cis form like this compound. And if it reacting with the sodium liquid ammonia, so transalkene is formed, and these two are cis and trans are the geometrical isomers. Now what could be C5H9Br? So if you reduce with the tin HCl, so you will get product here. This Br is there. Okay, then this compound must be you can see here. So again if you write here Br, so this is alkene, this compound is an alkene, already we know that. So double bond will be this side. So A is this compound, so and this is the B. So A, B, C and D, E. So these are the D and E compounds respectively. So this is the A compound, C4H9Cl. In aqueous KOH will get B, and alcoholic KOH on heating you will get C. So C can decolorize bromine water. So this means that this is a some unsaturated compounds, and B is converting to C in presence of by passing vapors of heated copper. Again C is a unsaturated compound, so on ozonolysis you will get D and E. So while E on dilute sodium hydroxide you will get alcohol and sodium salt of an acid. So this is a compound of aldol condensation, so E must be your aldehyde. So D on hydroxylamine reactions you will get F. Then what is D? So D can be obtained from the propine. So from propine it is if you see it is reacting with the mercury catalyst in presence of acidic, so D must be your acetone. So we will start from D here. So let us see this mechanism. So if D is the acetone, because we are starting with propine, so let us start with the D. So from D plus aldehyde, so aldehyde undergo aldol condensation, we will get alcohol plus sodium salt of acid, and then D on ozonolysis you will get here 4 carbon unsaturated compounds. So this will get 4 carbon unsaturated compounds. D with hydroxylamine will get F compound. This is the F compound, and the 4 carbonyl compound can be possible like this one. This is alkene because from this we will get this and this product by ozonolysis. So only possibility is this one, because this we are getting on heat on taking alcoholic KOH. How we can get this compound from alcoholic KOH? So A compound is this one. So this is already is C5H9. This is not Cl, is right here Br. This is Br, so this is the Br. So from air we will get this compound, and from A to B, so A to B we can get by using tin alcohol. So if you use here tin plus HCl, so we will get here C5H5 H5Br. So alcohol is there. So it is not like this. This is your aqueous, not in this here aqueous KOH. So if you use here aqueous KOH, so we can get A from B, and if you heat this B compound you will get by using vapors of heated copper. So again we can get this compound. So A is C5H9Br. This is the B, and what is the E compound? So E could be formaldehyde, because formaldehyde undergo condensation reaction, aldol condensation will get methanol plus HCO, sodium salts of formic acids. So every compound we have given. This is A, this is the B, and this is the C compound. C compound this one. This is the D. So D is the acetone, E is the aldehyde, E is the formaldehyde, and F is the product from which are getting from the hydroxylamine. So So these are the product of that compounds.